Hello everyone, we meet again. One too many times, I feel like, over the last week. I know a lot of people are exhausted at this point. The plow people, town employees in almost every municipality in the state have had a rough stretch over the last week. We've had 3 storms and this is going to be the 3rd one. Right now it's off to our south and west. It's pretty large and it's doing a lot of stuff actually. You can see the snow shield from St. Louis to Chicago, Cincy, Cleveland, into Pittsburgh, and now into upstate New York. The warmer side of the storm down here has created some severe weather, tornado outbreak in the deep south. Not uncommon for this time of the year at all to start getting into severe weather season, by the way. So that's a storm. It's still a few hours away. Here's the timeline. At the moment, because of our existing snowpack, which, by the way, in most towns is at least a foot, if not more, it's the deepest snowpack we've had all season and really in recent memory, maybe all of last season too. So you're gonna have some fun in it. I know those snowmobiles will be ripping around all weekend long. But because of that snowpack, it's really cold out. We've got temps that are in the teens and 20s. Clouds will be on the increase this morning, and I'm just gonna kind of bring this out in time here a little bit. That's noon, cloudy, temps in the 20s. This is 5 o'clock. Between 3 and 5, snow is going to break out over southern Maine. It won't be too consistent and heavy yet, but enough because it's going to be so cold that roads will get a thin layer on them and kind of grease up real quick. So I think the commute is going to slow across the south. The rest of the state will be fine. And then it moves into eastern Maine by 6 to 8 o'clock. And we are going to crank out some snow from 8 to midnight. Snow rates will be about 1 inch to 2 inches per hour. I want to take you over here. This is one of the tools that I use. It's called Buff Kit. It was actually developed over in Buffalo, New York with the Weather Service office there. And it was developed for lake effect snow. But it's very useful in almost all weather seasons now for all types of weather too, even severe weather in the summertime. This right here, this panel shows me where the best lift is and the most ideal temperatures are for great snow growth, for big, large snow flakes, and for intense snow to fall. And it's right in here where you see all this stuff kind of line up. And that tells me right here is the timeline. This is Wednesday 0Z, so that's about 7, 8 o'clock this evening, all the way to 12Z tomorrow morning, which is 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. And we are going to crank out some snow in here. This would lead to snow rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour. Now, it's not going to be all snow, though, and that's the key. At the surface, we're going to see temperatures start to rise overnight, and aloft, too, and that's going to change things over to rain. It'll happen at the coast first, and then over the interior second, but even by sunrise tomorrow, Lewiston, Augusta, Bangor, you're probably over to rain. The question is it freezing rain? Will there be a little glaze on top of the snow? Regardless, tomorrow morning's commute is going to be a sloppy mess. It's going to be very slow, and I do expect a lot of delays and cancellations from it. The good news is the surface temp in a lot of spots will be above freezing. The precip will be tapering off, and it's going to be gone by like 9, 10 o'clock. So the conditions on roads will dramatically improve early tomorrow morning, and that's why I'm hopeful there won't be a ton of cancellations. Maybe it's more like 2-hour delays. We shall see. Here's the snow map again. 3 to 6 coast, 6 to 12 inland. The best chance to get that foot will be the highest elevations and on into northern Maine. This is a lot of snow. There's not much of a location to put it. There aren't many areas to put it right now. It's been piling up. The snowbanks are running high. After this one, drive safely in all of your neighborhoods. You're not going to be able to see around the corners very well. At crosswalks too, it's going to be a problem. And kids will be back in session either tomorrow or on Friday. So we've got some cleanup to do. We're going to have to move stuff around through the upcoming weekend. And you'll get to be able to play in the snow too. And that's it. We'll have more updates for you throughout the storm. See you later.